Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the final day of testing that just wrapped up in Sepang this morning. Now, before we get into it, here is how they finished. Pecco Bagnaia topped the field from Jorge Martin, Enea Bastianini, Alex Marquez, Aleix Espargaro, Marc Marquez, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Pedro Acosta, Joan Mir, Brad Binder, Fabio Quartararo, Maverick Vinales, Taka Nakagami, Jack Miller, Alex Rins, Johan Zarco, Marco Bezzecchi, Miguel Oliveira, Luca Marini, Cal Crutchlow, Augusto Fernandez, Lorenzo Savadori, and Michele Pirro. Now, there were lower temperatures in Sepang today, which definitely did help the riders, and Pecco, to be fair, set an outstanding lap. Now, he did set it on lap 8 of his 47 laps completed, but he did do a 1 minute 56.682, which is fastest ever race lap around there for a two-wheel lap anyway, for sure. He is very, very happy with the engine and the aerodynamics, as well as Enea Bastianini is also quite happy. Jorge Martin didn't get on with the new aerodynamics, didn't really want to use them. Ducati kind of pushed him to persist with it, and now they've changed a couple of settings, and he is much happier. He set a lap time that was 0.172 off Pecco's fastest lap on the 2024 chassis. However, he is and back to backing on the 2023, which tells me he's maybe not 100% convinced. Really good lap for Bastianini. It's good to see the beast is back in some way. Can he stay healthy for the season? That is the biggest question of all. Really good lap from Alex Marquez. Realistically, 2/10 of a second away from Bagnaia, you know, under the race and pole record for last year. So it's really, really good. Aleix Espargaro seems very happy on the Aprilia. He has mentioned, that there still are a few issues and the heat problem has not gone away. But again, he did get 48 laps done. Good enough day for him. Marc Marquez, I kind of expected him to be in and around this area. I thought, all right, he would put in a flyer at the end, but maybe, looking at him over the course of the 3 days in the test, he has been working away and working away hard. I will give him that. He got 54 laps done today. I think 70 laps yesterday. But to me, I just think his mind is somewhere else with the loss of his grandfather. I just so close to the test. I just don't think he's fully on it. Think he's feels a little bit distracted. Is my honest opinion. Great session for Fabio Di Gianantonio, again showing his quality. Pedro Costa, yeah, look, he is the talk of the race or of the test week. He has done an outstanding job, but again, I think he still needs time to develop. I think he's done really good in his sprint race simulations, as have many riders, but I just think, maybe needs a little bit more time. Really happy to see Joan Mir in the top 10, ninth place. Overall, the Honda has kind of improved. Definitely has taken a leap of a second from where it was last year, which is a really good baseline. Good test as well for Brad Binder's worked through an awful lot of stuff. Yamaha, uh, for me, yeah, they've made a step forward. Have they made as big a step as Honda? I don't think so personally. Um, but again, they are in a much happier place. Yes, they had top speed. I don't know what fairings they were using when they did do that top speed, though. Um, they have more power in the engine. Fabio does seem more happy. Let's wait and see. Vinales, I don't think he's 100% happy. He did switch back to the normal tail section over the course of the weekend or of the week, especially today, which you would kind of say today most riders would have kind of finalized their 2024 bikes and what they're going to try and run, because realistically the next test is going to be more so about race setup than anything else. So kind of surprised to see him switch back to the old tail unit. Nakagami again, good, solid. He's up there in 13th. Miller, maybe he's been testing an awful lot of stuff. I don't know. But what I do know about Jack is he does like to put in soft and have a go. So I'm kind of surprised he hasn't. 1.1 seconds off. He was this last year, but again, at this stage last year, he was only learning the bike. Alex Rins, again, good solid session for him. A little bit off Fabio in the way that he's like 3 or 4 tenths, but it's kind of in the ballpark of yesterday. Zarco, he is really happy with the bike, and he can see the progress, and has openly said that he can see the progress from Valencia to this test. So I would think for Qatar they may have more. Marco Bezzecchi, again, kind of a little bit surprised that he's down here 1.3 seconds off Pecco. It is testing, I get it, but I don't think he's testing much. Now, we do need to remember he is trying to get on with the 2023 bike with as well as others. Some have adapted better. But if you do remember, it did take the factory Ducati riders and the Pramac riders some time to adjust from the 22 to the 23. So maybe that's it. Luca Marini, again, not a bad day for him. He is a bit behind Joe and Mir, all right, but again, you'd expect that at this stage. Good lap from Cal Crutchlow, but again, it's nearly 2 seconds off. I'm really, really surprised with Augusto Fernandez. He can't seem to get within 2 seconds, so definitely worrying. And Lorenzo Savadori and Michele Pirro, again, they're hot on the heels of Augusto Fernandez, just a tenth of a second behind. Overall, I think it's been a really, really good 3 days of testing. Um, what is going to be the next steps? I genuinely do not know. I think there's an awful lot of data and an awful lot of stuff to go through. It definitely does look like the Ducatis are going to be a force to reckon with. Gigi does have another surprise coming out of the box, apparently, Tardazzi said. So it will be interesting to see what turns up in Qatar. Over the next few days, I'm going to review a lot of the pictures and bring you videos on what are the developments that I found. But I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What has been the biggest surprise of the first official test for 2024? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.